Hi there, this is Michelle from Therapy Works Together, and I want to talk to you today about a very early communication skill that develops in children around actually 8 months, but sometimes we need to work on it when kids are a little bit older, maybe late talkers. The skill I'm talking about is called joint attention, and joint attention is basically just a fancy schmancy word that we speech therapists use, is when two people are paying attention to one object at the same time and paying attention to it together. So basically it just means if me and a child are sitting here, we're looking at the object, we're looking at each other, we're looking at the object, we're looking at each other. So right now through the video, we're actually establishing joint attention through the video, right? You're paying attention to the object with me, we're looking at each other, and we're both attending to that same object. Now, this is very, very valuable for children as they develop, because if they're attending to what we're attending to, or if we're attending to what the child is attending to, we can establish some sort of communication around that object or around an activity or around something that we're both observing, and then we can have some sort of back and forth communication about it. We can talk about things. We can make comments about things. This is how language is shared, and this is how learning is had. Even when a child is in a classroom, right, we're all engaged in this joint attention task. When the teacher, for example, is presenting something, either an object or an action or an idea, right, we're all attending to it. So it's very important to be able to jointly attend to something, because we can share ideas. Okay, so it's very important to establish this with your child. And one of the things that's very important is to pay attention to your child's face, right? Are they looking at something? Look at their eyes. Are they looking at you and the object? Are they attending to it? Catch them looking at something, right? And see if they try to make eye contact with you. Now, this is very important also to follow their lead, because it's important to let them create the interest around an object or an activity and to follow their lead before we can then have them follow our lead, right? So we want to catch them paying attention to or engaging with a certain object and playing with it, and then maybe looking at us. The next thing that's really important is to respond about that. So if your child is attending to the ball, right, looking at the ball and then looking at you, you can say something like, "Ooh, the ball, look," make a comment about it, right? Talk about it, the red ball, the colorful ball, look how it's bouncy. It doesn't even matter what you say about it. It's more important that you make that eye contact with your child, look at the object that they were attending to, make eye contact again, and say anything. This creates a sort of like a compartment between me, the child, and my parent. And I understand that we're now engaged in some sort of shared attention about something, and we're going to communicate in some way. Maybe it'll be non-verbally, maybe it will be verbally, maybe it'll be just through smiles, and eye contact, but we're in some sort of link right now and we're communicating. So something that's very important, again, is responding and making eye contact and, maybe engaging with the object. So again, as I said, it's very important to attend to what your child is interested in at first, right? Before you're trying to get them to attend to what you want, to what's important to you, right? And then we slowly build on, well, if your child is interested in the ball, then okay, we'll go with that. And then slowly we start to create these moments of attention between us, and we can start expanding it to the items or activities or actions that we want the child to attend to. And there are ways to get a child to attend to the things that we want them to attend to. One of the great ways to do that is by having a fun secret box full of really interesting things, but that's something I'm going to talk about in another video. For now, I really want you to spend perhaps a few minutes a day, twice a day, following your child, looking at what they're interested in, what are the objects or actions or activities that they're interested in, following their lead and trying to create that joint attention link between you and them and what they're interested in. It could be an object, it could be a food, it could be, a bike or a ball or anything, or jumping in the pool. They're looking in the pool. Oh, look at the pool. I see the pool. Do you see the pool? Looking back and forth at each other, right? It can be absolutely anything. See if you can do that once or twice a day and engage your child in that joint attention, two-way communication. Yeah. Thanks so much for listening.